when you throw all your tools in the river. Let's make some lemonade while we talk. So, the recipe for tonight is homemade lemonade, homemade sugar-free lemonade powder, essentially. But I wanted to talk about when you throw all your tools in the river. Lemon powder. This is dried lemon juice. These are my little spoons. So I'm just going to be winging it. There's not really a recipe to this. I'll tell you how much I'm putting in. So I'm putting in about a eighth of a teaspoon of lemon powder, citric acid. That's what gives it lemon flavor. Citric acid is what gives it the sour. Equal packet, aspartame. But throwing your tools in the river, and then we're going to do electrolytes. So sodium, potassium, and magnesium is what I'm going to be doing for electrolytes. So I feel like sometimes I threw all my tools in the river, and by tools I mean tools that I would use to deal with emotional stuff. I'm going to do an eighth of a teaspoon of sodium, and that's just crushed, like in a mortar and pestle, crushed pink Himalayan sea salt. And then we got magnesium and potassium. I'll probably just do, I don't need too much. I'll do a 32nd of a teaspoon. I could probably do a little bit more, but throwing all my tools in the river, I feel like I went in my toolbox of all my tools that I have to regulate, to deal with emotions, and I just threw them all in the river as I've been healing. And I came back to my shed where I do my work, and I said, okay, it's time to get to work, but where are all my tools? And it feels like I'm like making tools now from scratch with like spit and twigs and leaves, and I need to go mine some iron ore and get some carbon and make some tools again. And that's just because I've changed so much. The tools that I would have had for dealing with my emotions in an unhealthy way don't really apply now. Not enough citric acid. So actually, I need a little bit more citric acid. It tastes like lemon. It just doesn't taste quite sour enough. So we'll do another 1/16 of a teaspoon of citric acid. You can get citric acid and a lemon juice, lemon powder from anywhere. But it just seems so funny, and I honestly feel like sometimes I'm starting from scratch, but I am, kind of. Close, not sweet enough. It's probably too much to do a whole packet. I'll just do like a half, and we'll see how it is. And we'll just use the rest if we need to. So, I feel like it's okay that I don't have all my old tools, because a lot of my old tools were broken and they were given to me by people in my life that I guess wanted me to be a certain way, even if that was a subconscious choice on theirs. But that's perfect. So if you've been changing and you've been healing and you've been getting rid of a lot of trying to overcome your traumas, don't feel bad if you kind of feel like you're fumbling to find ways to deal with things, because while you might only have spit and sticks and twigs and leaves to put your tools together, the tools that you design yourself, I think ultimately will be much better than the tools that are given to us by those around us or those in our lives, or that we literally had to build ourselves as children. it's kind of funny that children have to deal with adult things a lot of times that they have no way of being able to figure out, especially if they end up being raised in a family with emotionally immature parents. Cheers.